Today, some wildness happened. Meet Willow, our state-of-the-art quantum chip from Google. Today, I'm delighted to announce Willow, our latest quantum chip. Willow is a state-of-the-art performance across a number of metrics, enabling two major achievements. The first is that Willow can reduce the errors exponentially across the scale of using more qubits. This cracks a key challenge in quantum error correction in the fields that have been pursued for 30 years. Second, Willow performed the standard benchmark computation in under 5 minutes that would take one of today's fastest supercomputers 10 septillion years. That number vastly exceeds the age of the universe, and it did it in 5 minutes. That's mind-blowing. The Willow chip is a major step in the journey that began over 10 years ago. What is this?
The systems behind our universe are quantum mechanical. They shift and change with the problems they're tasked to solve.
This is so ominous. I don't like when tech videos have nature and evolution attached to it. God, it makes me feel like we're gonna become extinct. It makes me feel like what Elon Musk says, how we're just like these electronic caterpillars to breed out whatever's gonna be this next life form.
Exploring a vast array of options all at once. And like nature, quantum computing is responsive to the environments it works within, leading us to new breakthroughs for tomorrow's most challenging problems. Introducing our latest quantum computing chip, developed to learn and evolve like the natural world around us. Willow, from...
So, real talk, can I get one of these for my PC? Because imagine the power I could have. All the power, it's unlimited!
Google Quantum AI.
Hi, I'm Julian Kelly,
Hey, Julian.
Director of Hardware at Google Quantum AI.
What's up?
And today, on behalf of our amazing team, I'm proud to announce Willow. Willow is Google's newest and most powerful superconducting quantum computing chip, and the next step in our path towards building large-scale quantum computers and exploring their applications. I've been fascinated with quantum computing since I first experimented with qubits in 2008. And since coming to Google in 2015, it has been
How old were you? You're like my age, brother. You're like 30, maybe 35. So 2008, I was in 8th grade. Bro, that means like you were a senior in high school.
a dream to make our mission a reality, building quantum computers for otherwise unsolvable problems. We launched our first chip, Foxtail, in 2017, followed by Bristlecone in 2018, and Sycamore in 2019, which...
Yo, not so cool just followed? That can't be true. Because you're so cool for following. Oh yeah. Give it to me, baby.
powered our milestone 1, the first quantum computer to surpass the best classical supercomputer.
The first company to use this will be Disney? True. And they probably already are. And to figure out how they can unfuck themselves from the situation that they have put themselves in. Because, man, that is quite a conundrum.
On a computational task, random circuit sampling. Over the years with Sycamore, we have been able to squeeze a remarkable amount of performance from our hardware, including achieving a scalable logical qubit in our milestone 2. But we've ultimately been limited by quantum coherence times, the length of time qubits maintain their intended state. With Willow, we've made a huge step forward. We've increased quantum coherence times by a factor of 5, going from 20 microseconds in Sycamore to 100 microseconds in Willow.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of nerd talk being talked right now, and I'm a meathead, so it's kind of going over my head. But I see the 5 times increase, 20 to 100. That's a lot.
And we've accomplished this all without sacrificing any of the features that made our systems so successful.
Oh, God.
This advancement was enabled by our new dedicated superconducting quantum chip fabrication
Fabricated in Santa Barbara, California, USA. America is bringing to the end of the world.
facility
Fuck.
in Santa Barbara, one of only a few in the world. And we're seeing exciting developments coming from Willow, which has already surpassed Sycamore's breakthrough demonstrations. Our logical qubits now operate below the critical quantum error correction threshold, a long sought-after goal for the quantum computing field since the theory was discovered in the 90s.
Yo, imagine the video games that are going to be made off of some of this stuff, dude. Oh, it's going to be lit.
And
I mean, sure, we're going to mine Bitcoin faster. We're going to do some other stuff, but yeah.
we've achieved it for the first time with Willow.
Third, you're making a game development company? I hope you're using this. You want to be my tester? Absolutely. Make sure to sign Logie Bear up for that as well.
Errors are exponentially suppressed in our logical qubits, as error rates are halved each time.
This with Unreal Engine 5 or 4? Dude, this with Unreal Engine, by the time this gets infused, it just becomes the Unreal Willow engine, and holy hell.
We add physical qubits and scale from distance 3 to 5 to 7 surface codes. Additionally, our logical qubit lifetimes are now much longer than all of the lifetimes of the physical qubits that compose them. This means that even as we make our quantum chips larger and more complex by adding more qubits, we can use quantum error correction to actually improve their accuracy. We've pitted Willow against one of the world's most powerful supercomputers with their...
Let's just make a second Earth, and this is a virtual universe. I know this is going to be kind of like a crazy off-the-wall thing, and I promise I'm not going to go too much of a tangent of this, but when I think of the internet, I think of it being no different than another planet. And when we're on Twitch, we're literally on the continent of Twitch, right? And we're just legitimately, this little community would be like my plot of land, right? And as the community grows, the plot of land can get bigger vertically and horizontally. But with this level of integration, infrastructure, intelligence progression, whatever you want to say, to me, it's just adding another layer and layer and layer to this, to where eventually virtual reality, our reality, and augmented reality will be indistinguishable. And currently, the only way that we can communicate and access, or at least see this other world, is through these screens, right? You right there, yeah, you right there, right there. We're through these things, and then like that's how you see me. But then I use the screen right here to see you. You know?
Random circuit sampling benchmark. The results are pretty surprising. By our best estimates, a calculation that takes Willow under 5 minutes would take the fastest supercomputer 10 to the 25 years. That's a 1 with 25 zeros following it, or a timescale way longer than the age.
Yeah, my brain don't work like that. What? How? What?
Of the universe.
And it solves it in 5 minutes? Ain't no, god dang.
This result highlights the exponentially growing gap between classical and quantum computation for certain applications. Let's talk about the hardware approach we've pioneered at Google Quantum AI that makes these things possible. Our tunable qubits and couplers enable super fast gates and operations to achieve low error rates, reconfigurability to optimize hardware in situ and run multiple applications, and high connectivity to efficiently express algorithms.
So it could theoretically do like 4 processes all at once? Is that what I'm getting at?
We leverage this tunability to enable reproducible high performance across the device. Let me explain. A challenge in superconducting qubits is that not all of them are created equal. Some are outliers with uncharacteristically high errors. But here's where our tunable qubits really shine. We're able to fix these outlier qubits by reconfiguring them to perform in line with the rest of the device. And we can go one step further by having our researchers use tunability to continuously develop new calibration strategies that push errors down across all qubits with software.
Damn.
Let's quantify this and nerd out for a minute on...
No, could we not? We haven't been nerding out? Bro, it's using every brain cell I have to be able to keep up with you, and you're about to go further? You've been jogging while I've been sprinting?
Quantum computer tech specs. We have number of qubits. Connectivity is the average number of interactions each qubit can perform with its neighbors.
Okay.
We quantify error probabilities for running simultaneous operations. Single qubit gates, 2 qubit gates, and measurement. Coherence time measures how long each qubit can retain its information. Measurement rate is how many computations we can run per second. And application performance is a full system benchmark. Willow hits a sweet spot across the full list. It has a large number of qubits with high connectivity and can run diverse applications. We measure low mean error rates across all operations with multiple native 2-qubit gates. We have greatly increased T1 times. We have very high measurement rates, and Willow is below the error correction threshold and performs random circuit sampling far beyond what is possible with classical computers.
This is we're about to get into a whole new world. It's about to become real freaky dicky up here in the next 10 to 14 years.
Looking to the future with Willow,
maybe India can use this to help figure out their infrastructure. Because we watched a video earlier, and apparently their infrastructure is not great.
we continue our journey towards building large-scale and useful error-corrected quantum computers that will push the boundaries of science and the exploration of nature. With future commercially useful applications in areas like pharmaceuticals, batteries, and fusion power, we are excited to solve the otherwise unsolvable problems of tomorrow.
The battery one will be super interesting, but all joking aside, the world is going to change so fast with just this, because now this is the worst it's going to be. And now that this has been introduced, this is the next step. And everybody eventually will get to this step. And then the people who are now at that level, the cream will rise and they'll work together and get next people up to that next step to found that next step. And it'll just step until we keep progressing. But man, it's actually kind of insane. And with that, I did want to bring this up when I brought up Bitcoin. I know this is kind of a crazy graph. This is BlackRock, and BlackRock is taking all of its Bitcoin and allocating it to a bunch of different wallets. And it's because if this is true, they're probably doing it because these quantum computers can, hack passwords and all of this. So they're probably doing it to like prevent a privacy leak that would take an attacker a lot of time. But with an automated system now, they can hack a lot of these things. So you have to like protect yourself in a lot of different ways now going into the future, especially if we're going to have virtual wallets. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, then please like the video, subscribe, and if you really like it, then share it with some of your friends. My goal here is to spread a positive message while sprinkling my 2 cents on big topics like American, Indian, and world geopolitics, and even small stuff like Twitch drama and online debacles. And if you want to see it live, come join me over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/ActuallyElrod. That's where I'm going to do all my reactions, and after the reactions, that's where we get down a game. And if you're like, hey, I have a video that I want this dude to sprinkle his 2 cents on, then come over on my Discord and let me know and join the community there. And while we're at it, I have to say thank you to everybody who has made that Discord just so poppin'. I never thought I'd have a Discord that's so flowing. It's really cool to see. Shout out to you, Bobby, Omni, Demon, all of you who have been in there who are just super active. Logie, you're the man. Logie is the one who's like modding and helping run the server, so thank you, Logie. Lastly, I challenge you. I have a challenge for you. Make somebody laugh today. We all know there's enough hate and vitriol in the world. If energy is contagious like the flu, then let's spread and get everyone contagious with our positive energy, right? Not negative energy, because there's so much of that. And if we could just be a small little change in someone's day, then you never know. Maybe that's the thing that starts shifting this world to a happier, healthier, just better place. And with all of that said and done, thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.